you gotta work with each other.
Yeah, I'm pretty thankful then that you guys wanted me to join.
Well, you're about the. We were talking about this. If we're gonna bring a female into this deal to do something, I mean, we've got the right one. Because she's just like the rest of us. She's nuttier than squirrel turds.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
I'm not going to lie to
Yes,
you.
Yeah.
She fits in. But see, that's what I'm talking about. It's not just about having great talent. You can have all the talent in the world, and if you don't get along with everybody around you, it's not going to be a good thing. Everybody here gets along. Our talents all, we work with together. We can talk to each other, and nobody gets offended and mad and, takes their ball and goes home.
We're all thick-skinned.
We are. And to be with this crew, you have to be. You have to be. But here from Ryan Nelson again, he said the biggest thing that was lacking that you guys bring is crowd involvement and making it enjoyable for all ages, getting them hyped for us to put on a great race. They get excited, and we can hear them in the cars. That amps us up. To hear the fans and see them on their feet is what tracks need. That's what
we're all about.
That's what we're all about.
Yeah, but I got a little trick up my sleeve too
it's
that
the whole
I've talked
environment
to you about for the kids.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And so that may become part of the program.
And that's
as well
a good chance. It's a good chance of that. But
y'all got secrets?
No, I'll share it with you.
Ideas are not
idea.
secrets.
Ideas. Okay.
Ideas are not secrets. Not around here.
Yeah, see how they are? Mm-hmm. Doesn't tell me. Okay.
Sandy lives with me. Sandy lives with me. She's going, what are they doing now?
I don't even ask anymore.
But if we have an idea, if I've got an idea, I'll bounce it off her. And I know if it's good or not.
She don't hit you.
Or there's
if it's bad, she just hits you and say, forget that. Yeah.
She hits hard.
Really?
She comes from a brutal family, man. Brutal family.
Yeah, you can tell he's abused, can't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just take one look at him. Does that look like an abused face?
No, not at all.
No.
Pretty.
Now, wait a minute.
So pretty.
Wait a minute.
So pretty.
I didn't say that.
Let Muhammad Ali.
I didn't say that either, but
no. God help us both.
Roy Bain hits us up and says the Tri-State Pro Stock Challenge. Now, you guys, we've all read about this a little bit, and we kind of know what's going on there. We haven't talked to those guys much. I tried to make some contact during the off season, left my phone number and some messages with some people, and never got anything returned. So they're it's a pro stock deal, and we know what the pro stock rules are. They're kind of a, if you want to call them, a late model type car, kind of a cross between a late model and modified.
Yeah.
They put on a good show. They do. They're actually racing in 4 states this year.
Wow.
Yeah, they're running. Well, hold on. They're running Stockton, California, Fernley, Wairika, Cedarville, Bakersfield, and I thought they were heading to. And Roy, correct me if I'm wrong. If you're still listening, wasn't that series going to Siskiyou as well? Siskiyou Golden Speedway. I thought they were. There's a lot. I mean, they're on 3 states. So it'd be interesting to talk to these guys to see what's going on with that, because that's one of those things. Much like they're talk about emulating what people are doing right, they're kind of emulating what the Iron Giant is doing with a different class of cars.
Yep.
What Chris Sine and James Whitehouse have done with that Iron Giant series, and we're going to see them on is it the 24th or 25th?
24th.
The 24th?
Yep. Then we're going to Wairika the next day.
Then the next day we're in Wairika with them as well, calling that show. What those guys have taken as an idea in a shop and what they have built is, in a short time, and we're talking, what is this, the 3rd or 4th year for the Iron Giant series, which started out as a race. It actually started out as a race.
Yeah, it's a third.
The concept is I'm in love with the idea, what these guys do. And have you guys seen the car that Chris Sine is building?
It's built.
Is it completely done now?
It's built. I think it's
because I've got some pictures of the build over the winter, and this is a car that I have got to say right now is probably one of the coolest race cars you're going to see, not here, but anywhere in the country. Is this 64?
I think it's 66, 67, somewhere in there, I thought.
66 maybe?
Yeah.
What?
Nova?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
And the fabrication that they put into this car to run the Iron Giant,
Jeez.
It's almost heartbreaking to see this, because it looks like you've gone back to 1970.
Right.
And you're looking at these stock cars that were, was just a phenomenal era of motorsports.
The iron boats.
Oh, man, this is one of the coolest coolest race cars ever. It takes me back to being a kid. Roy, I'll call you. Thanks for listening. And they were in Siskiyou on May 4th. Awesome. We'll get some more information put out about that on the show too. The Pro Stock Tri-State Challenge. This car that Chris Sign is building, you guys, it'll take you back. It'll take you back to those days when you were just the feeling of nostalgia you get looking at this thing. I wish we could post I don't have permission to post a picture from Chris, or I would. I don't know if he's posting any pictures online. Yeah, look at this. I mean, that is
Drop dead gorgeous car.
Oh, wow. I like that.
Thing's amazing.
I like the color.
So that surprised me. I was expecting a white car with blue numbers, and he went with that bullseye red.
There you go.
Man, that thing is cool. But, a great series, what those guys have built there. And I hope to see some more of that stuff here in our region. That's what our region needs. It's what our region needs. All right. Well, those guys are coming to race with us June 1st, Roy Bain and his crew, and we're looking forward to seeing those guys. Always welcome at Southern Oregon. It's where it's going to be the hub. It's going to be the speed hub of the West Coast. And I am excited what's going on there. I'm excited to see the Iron Giant cars coming up, because that is go to any show they put on, any show, any track, anywhere, anytime, and it's some of the best dirt track racing you're going to see anywhere. It's steel-bodied stock cars. These guys are. It's racing.
Well, they don't call them Iron Giants for nothing, and all those other ones, they're 500 gazillion pounds slinging around that track, But it's a good class. I like the old cars.
They're 3,300.
That's back when I was a kid. Back, right after Noah got those animals off the ark,
Ed did hang out with Moses.
A couple times.
Yeah.
I'm the old fart of the group.
He's been around, but I'll tell you, he's got more heart than probably all of us put together. He's a wily old veteran. You got to watch him. Don't turn your back to him.
But I know how to have fun, though.
Oh, he knows. He's actually in our crew. His nickname is the Party Starter.
Is it?
Again, one of the, Zach Nelson from the Nelson Gang says, you guys are a top-notch crew. It's awesome to hear our names in the podcast and on the track. Talking about my family is awesome. It's awesome seeing all the pictures you guys share of the cars. Great shots. So a compliment to Nina. And again, that's just makes us feel good. It makes us feel like we're doing something right for the right reasons.
Right.
Well, it makes us want to go down there too.
It makes you.
It's a long drive, but it is so much fun. And they are some of the nicest people that we've had a pleasure to work with.
Right. And the drive down. The things that happen on the drive down are not speakable on the air. And do you know what I'm talking about? Last Saturday, I saw one of the grossest things I've ever seen while driving down the street.
I have never.
Oh, I hope I never.
I've been around again. I've been around for a long time, and I don't think I have ever seen anything like that.
I thankfully missed it.
Right on the side of the road.
Oh,
in front of God and everybody.
That's actually speakable.
No,
you could say it in a way.
It's a homeless. There's a homeless problem throughout the entire United States. We could probably just leave it at that. There are certain things that you should do behind closed doors, but
behind a bush.
Yeah.
Technically, that was behind the door.
If a bear,
if
a bear goes in the woods,
he's
does
got
he
to choose
poo?
his door. That was the sidewall of the.
Where does
highway.
a bear poo?
Where does a bear poo?
Anywhere he wants.
Yep. Well,
this happened.
well, so did this guy.
See?
so
I think people have the picture now.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry that you listeners had to hear
I'm
that.
glad it's not in my mind. I didn't have to suffer through that.
And there's Dave Foote, the number 75 late model, hits us up and says, Iron Giant series is awesome. I think it's bringing back true stock car racing. And that's exactly it. That's exactly it. It's bringing back what stock cars were when this whole thing started to evolve into the monster it's become today. These aren't, late model chassis with, we're not talking $70,000 cars here. We're talking about home-built stock cars, what this whole sport was founded on.
All you got to do when you talk about stock cars is to think about Daytona.
Yep, that's
On the
exactly what I was
beach.
thinking.
and the ones that was actually out there racing their cars was guys running shine.
with tape
Yep.
over their headlights, and they drove
That's
those
right.
cars home. And
And
That's
you know
right.
what? They were probably their daily drivers in most cases.
Well, they ran their shine. You know, when I say shine, I'm referring to moonshine.
see, he's from Alabama. We say moonshine here.
Yeah.
He says shine.
Shine. But they, I mean, up in Kentucky and Tennessee and
Tennessee.
and the Carolinas,
Tennessee.
We say Tennessee.
Georgia.
He says Tennessee.
Tennessee,
Is that kind of like Hennessy?
and Georgia, and Alabama,
Georgia.
and Mississippi. MISSISSIPPI, and it's called
See,
MI.
they can spell in the
M-I,
South.
crooked letter
Letter I,
humpback,
humpback
I,
I.
crooked letter I.
Don't ever do that again. We've
No,
gotten
they-
awful loose on this show
But no,
tonight.
Oh, boy.
they ran stock cars. It was the cars they actually put all the shine in their trunk,
Mm-hmm.
and they'd get chased all over the countryside by the PD.
Well, I think Gary should try that now.
Actually, I did that recently.
You hauling shine?
Was it Shine?
No, shine.
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 Shine. You get it right. Just keep practicing. Shine.
You know,
Alright.
so for,
Out of a mason jar.
Love mason jars.
Yeah.
Gary had a little adventure a week ago. That was a week ago, week and a half.
Yeah, it's about a week ago.
He took a little drive out here on Marion Road.
Shh. You don't have to name names.
I know. I seen the video. I seen the video.
Was that funny or what?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's not too often someone pulls up to your house in a late model stock car.
Was you really scared when you came back?
No.
You
And-
told me you was shaking.
Oh, I was shaking because of the power.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah, I
You-
wasn't
but you
scared
wa-
of anything. I was shaking because the adrenaline that was
You
going through
wasn't-
my body was 650 horsepower.
You wasn't scared.
I wasn't scared.
Okay.
I wasn't scared at all.
You wasn't scared at all.
No. No.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
you know-
I had to run back to the trailer. My phone was 100 yards away. Grab my phone, turn around, and sprint back to the street. So I could hear him coming from a mile away when he turned around. Yeah, he's coming.
I was wide open in this thing on the
street.
straight stretch.
He
the
pulls
street.
up. He pulls up, and he's got tears running down his face that were blowing out of his eyes. Hair's all messed up. I can't say what he said when he got out of the car. That's something we can't say on the air. But it was a good time, much like this show has been tonight, and we're gonna have, weather permitting, this weekend. I think this is a good spot to shut this thing down tonight. I think it's a good spot. We've had a great show. We've talked about a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of stuff coming up this summer for racing in our region, and I know for us it's going to be busy.
But it's going to be fun.
Southern Oregon Speedway, Iron Giant, 60 Golden Speedway, Iron Giant, Bakersfield, Budweiser Nationals. We're talking with 2 other tracks in 2 other states and doing shows on some of our off weekends. I apologize to you guys, but we may be doing those shows. We'll find out what happens here, and hold on. It's gonna
I'm
be-
excited for
now.
Iron Giant too because you know my soft spot for Iron Giant.
I know. And
I think that's going to be a really catchphrase later on during the year. Moxie's in the house.
Well, we are. We're going to be there. We've got new shirts coming. We've got lanyards. We've got all kinds of cool stuff coming up, and the fans can take home with them from the racetrack.
T-shirts.
Posters, photo packages from Moxie Love Photography. We're putting together some pricing on photo packages and videos. If you guys want some of those videos and photos, and some other interesting video stuff we're working on for later on the season. What'll be
Don't say nothing. I didn't see that.
I'm gonna pretend I did neither, but stay tuned, you guys. We're gonna have a good time this summer. Dave Foote, we appreciate you listening. It's always a good time. So I think right now is a good time to step on out and end this show with a little bit of Foghat Slow Ride.
Yeah.
That sounds like a
good.
good way to end
Knock
it.
it out.
I love that song, and that's what we're going to do. You guys, thanks for listening to West Coast Wide Open here from the Amco Total Car Care studio. My name is Corey, along with Ed, Gary, Nina, and my smoking hot wife, Sandy. We will talk to you guys soon and see you at a racetrack here on the West Coast. Have a good night. Thanks. Northwest Dirt News is a production of Moxie Media Promotions.